Yo, what is going on, guys? Loco here, and I'm back with a brand new video. I just spent the last weekend competing at Dreamhack Dallas, and there's been so many rumors about what pro players fought and how it went down, and I'm here to talk about it. All right, so most of you guys know I play competitive. I'm not a pro or anything, but I'm pretty good, and I place decently. I managed to qualify for finals at Dreamhack this weekend, and I placed 50th. It was my first finals ever, and I genuinely had so much fun during the whole experience. But let's rewind for a quick second. Most of you guys who follow pros on Twitter and probably have seen people complaining about the event, and since I lived it, I feel like I would be the perfect person to cover all the drama that went on, and yes, there was an insane amount of drama. We were told by Dreamhack to show up between like 9 to 10 a.m., which most people ended up doing. Security was tight and there was guard dogs everywhere, which, to be honest, in this crazy world made me feel extremely safe. It was a BYOC event, which stands for bring your own computer, and not just that, you had to bring a monitor too, and a power cord, and an Ethernet, and your mouse and keyboard, and your controller, etc. You get what I'm saying. It was an absolute hassle to fly across the entire country lugging all of that expensive equipment around. Once we passed security, it was probably like 10 or 11 a.m. and people started to set up and warm up at the stations. We were originally told that the games began at 1, and as the clock ticked closer to 1, I started to realize that this will be a long day. Almost no instructions prior. We sat there and waited at our setups until like 2 p.m. and eventually they dropped a custom code to start the tournament. Within minutes, that code was leaked to several discords, including KNG Scrims, East Open, and it was also posted on Twitter. We sat there for literally hours with little to no communication, and after hours and hours of waiting, they finally made us line up in a single file line so that we can verify our discords with the front desk, which also took quite some time. Everyone was growing antsy and annoyed, but eventually at like around 5 p.m. the games finally started. They said it was going to be 3 games and top 10 from each game qualified for finals. And after game 1, to everyone's surprise, the format changed. They switched it from top 95 to top 90, and after we played 3 games, people started to get up and walk away from their setups, and then they just randomly went on the announcer intercom, and they said, by the way, guys, we're adding an extra opens game, literally out of nowhere. Like, keep in mind, people already left the venue, and they're saying that they added an extra opens game. Everyone was confused, but like, whatever, right? We just queue up anyway, except the third lobby queued up with only 25 people in it, and it counted. Anyone who's played scrims knows how ridiculous that actually is. All those players flew up the leaderboards because they instantly scored a ton of placement points as they loaded into the game. I originally placed 94th in opens, so I started to pack my bags to get out of there, and then they went on the announcer and said they added an extra 5 qualifier spots, and just like that, I was back in the tournament. Now let's get to the juicy stuff. I was literally in my last game and I was super focused up because I had to rotate really far in a stacked finals game. But out of the corner of my eyes, I seen pro player Diego Plays getting into a physical fight with another player who apparently was in last place, and Diego Plays was in first at the time. Diego could have won $8,000, but instead, last place decided to land on him, and he took it super personal, and a physical fight broke out between the two. There's so many rumors around, so I don't want to spread any false information, but I'll tell you what I know for sure. I know that laying your hands on someone is never the answer, like literally never. It doesn't matter what age you are or anything. I also know that landing on first place to grief someone is also one of the more weird things that you can do. To what? Just to grief? It's kind of just ridiculous. Why would you want to ruin someone else's chances of winning big money when they did nothing negative to you in the first place? Dreamhack tweeted out that the situation was handled, but overall, a fight at a Fortnite LAN is just a little too much. There was a little blood involved in the fight, and when finals started, they shut the lights off, so it was super hard to see anything. But there was a few videos on Twitter of the aftermath, but nothing of beforehand. I know it's crazy to say, but I wish I wasn't mid-game so I could actually have seen the fight with my own eyes and what happened. It was literally right over my shoulder, so I could only glance at it while I was literally getting W-keyed by Reed at the time. And I'm sure more exact details will surface within the next few days or something. But basically, for all I know is Diego started the fight, someone jumped in, a couple elbows were thrown around, a couple friends were also involved. It wasn't exactly a 1v1 apparently. A bunch of people and security immediately jumped in to break up the fight. If anything, I want to say, besides the format and the extremely long tournament, it was a pretty cool experience meeting all the top Fortnite players and meeting friends from all over the world. If you've never been to a LAN, I would suggest you go with a friend one day and just enjoy yourself, and definitely try not to fight, I would say. But that's it for me, guys, though. I hope it could clear some things up for you. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Much love. Peace out.